What's going on, guys? Oh my Godzilla back here with another exciting Godzilla figure review, guys. Today we're taking a look at Wave 2 from Super7 in their Toho Godzilla line. This one features King Ghidorah, Godzilla 1984, the half-transformed MechaGodzilla, Godzilla 1962, Showa Gigan, and Hedorah. Guys, let's jump right in. Alrighty guys, so first things first, I wanted to take a look at every figure in their packaging. So starting off in no particular order with Godzilla 1984, there he is in the packaging. Great picture of Godzilla there in the back. Looks great. On the back of the packaging, I'll show the back of the packaging only once. We do have the entire Wave 1 lineup and the entire Wave 2 lineup, guys. Of course, most of Wave 1 did get a glow-in-the-dark version, so we'll see if we start getting glow-in-the-dark versions of this Wave 2 set. Guys, moving next into King Ghidorah. Looks great in there. The photo of Ghidorah looks great in the back there. Really cool. There's Ghidorah in the packaging. Can't wait to get this guy out of the box. He looks really incredible. Guys, up next is our Showa Gigan figure. This guy again looks good. Really cool picture of Gigan hanging out in the back. Pretty standard as to what we're getting with the rest of this Super7 reaction figures. Coming in next, guys, Hedorah. This one is a cool one. He is bigger than the rest, like Ghidorah. Cool picture of Hedorah in the back. Again, kind of blocked by some of the packaging, though. But definitely a cool version of Hedorah. I'm definitely excited to take a peek at. Guys, the last two are going to be Godzilla 1962, who looks great. They did a good job catching his derpy little expression there. Looks great. Love the look of him. Again, in the background, looks good. And then, guys, one of my favorites of the release this wave is the half-transformed MechaGodzilla, guys. Really cool. Obviously, this is when MechaGodzilla is kind of starting to reveal himself as MechaGodzilla, not Godzilla, when he is fighting Godzilla in Godzilla vs. MechaGodzilla. So, guys, let's get these guys unboxed, and we'll see you in a minute. Guys, opening up the last one here, just in case anyone's crazy like me and likes to keep their packaging in fairly mint condition after removing the figure. Here's how I remove figures from this type of packaging where they're just kind of sealed here. I take my knife here and I go in at kind of the bottom corner. I cut up, apologize for the awkward angles of this. I cut up one side, continuing that same cut, I cut across the top. We cut across the top, and then keeping that same incision, we cut down that the last third side, and that gives us kind of a way to access the figure and then put this packaging back in, so kind of keeping the figure intact. I think this is the first time Super7's actually given us little plastic protection, or little plastic holders inside the box, but, so then you can kind of replace the packaging, like so, and you have a fairly mint condition package to keep in your collection. Anyways, on to the figures. Alrighty guys, here we are back. The gang is all here, all 6 of the Wave 2 figures from Super7 in their Toho ReAction Series, guys. Let's just start from left to right and kind of check out these figures. So we'll kind of get these guys out of the way so it's not focusing on too much here in the camera. But guys, jumping right into Hedorah. First thing I noticed, the paint on this guy is really, really fun. Definitely enjoy what they've done with Hedorah. He looks really good. A lot of fun detail. Actually did a good job of painting. I really love the colors. There's kind of a shine to him, but the eyes look great and crazy. So that's really appreciated. You kind of have a gunmetal color here with some hints of purple, the greens, some more purple on the face, more on the eye, at the top of the head, and obviously the eyes, really just that red and yellow. Give you a good look at Hedorah here. Obviously, I think this is 1, 2, 3 on the tail a little bit, and then we get some leg articulation as well. So 5 points out of the Hedorah. You can definitely give him a fun little zombified look there. I think most of these guys should have 5 points of articulation, but we will see how that ends up at the end here. So moving on from Hedorah, guys, let's check out Godzilla 1962. It'd be really cool if we got a Kong at some point to match. That would be really cool, a King Kong from 62. But did a great job of catching the kind of derpy, old school Godzilla suit vibe, the really thick neck and body. Good legs action there. Toe claws and hand claws are really accurately painted. Mouth and teeth look good as well. The spines are pretty solid. I'm not doing checks to make sure every spine is 100% movie accurate to the movie it's supposed to be in. It doesn't bother me too much if they are not. So, but a good looking figure. Pretty similar to dark coloring on the body. Nice coloring on the spines. Again, the hand claws and toe claws look good. And we get the head, arm, and leg articulation out of this guy. So 5 as well out of him. Looks really good for a Godzilla 1962. Glad this guy's getting a little bit more attention. Good to have another figure of him in the mix. Moving on to the next Godzilla in the mix is Godzilla 1984. This is obviously from Godzilla's Revenge, Godzilla's Return of Godzilla, whatever you want to call it, the film itself. Love those fangs. Cool to get a Godzilla with the mouth closed again. Mouth closed Godzillas are fairly rare. The eyes look great also. Nice dark coloration again. There's the spines. Just for comparison between the two, yes, the spines are different. They do go in and change up the spines a little bit. I love the fact that we get the little J-tail curve. The spine's colored all the way down to the tail. Super7's been pretty good about giving us good spine coloration. Hand claw, toe claw look good. Again, same deal with the articulation. We get head, arm, and leg out of him, so that's definitely fun. He looks great. Super psyched to have a model of this Godzilla, because again, this Godzilla is pretty underutilized. I don't think we have too many figures of this Godzilla, so definitely glad to have another fun one in the collection. Good job, Super7. Guys, moving on into one of my favorite figures from this Wave 2. This is the half-transformed MechaGodzilla. Looks awesome. So obviously we have some spine action that looks classic like Godzilla. Into the MechaGodzilla coming up out of the top. I love how we have one-arm Godzilla, one-arm MechaGodzilla. Really cool, really unique. I love that they decided to do this figure overall. Shoulders are colored a darker gray than the silver on the body of MechaGodzilla. You got the MG logo right here, everything. Really good detail in this MechaGodzilla. Love it to death. This is an amazing one. I really want the Bandai set where they kind of did each, the increasing transformation pieces. That's definitely a good one to track down. But for now, this is going to be a great placeholder. Looks amazing. Love it. Can't wait for more transformation pieces. Hopefully more companies start to give us a taste of this. Moving into Gigan, guys. Good coloring on Gigan, I will say right off the bat. The gold, super shiny, looks great with the red, green, and the silver ear. The arms painted well at the claws here. The chainsaw looks great. Pretty good painting done there. They didn't, the spines are not individually painted. It looks like they kind of just took a thing right down to them, but that's fine because all of the inner workings should be silver anyways, I'd guess. Tail looks great. Did a great job with the paint accuracy on these little tiny tail spines. Bottom of the figure looks decent. Love the Gigan. They even gave us some red on the interior of the mouth there, so that's definitely great. Awesome they did a show of Gigan. It'd be really cool to see a Final Wars Gigan as well. But I love this gold. It really, really does a great job of popping. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And, ooh, we actually do get a 6th point of articulation out of Gigan. So we do have tail, arm, leg, head. And I might have been lying to you guys the whole time. We do have tail articulation out of all the Godzillas too, so that is good. Tail articulation out of Hedorah, but obviously no head. So 5 on Hedorah, 6 on the rest so far, so that's awesome. Let's check out the big boy of the batch, King Ghidorah. Guys, we do get wing articulation first thing you notice. That is amazing. You do have leg. The tails are one batch. They do come articulated, though. Are the necks articulated? 1, 2, 3. Yes, they are. And the faces, guys. Let's get into the faces of these Ghidorahs. Obviously, this one here on the far side is a fully closed mouth. The two in the middle, or the middle one and the one on our right side are looking pretty darn similar. There might be some subtle differences, but nothing I can really pick up on. Anyways, guys, the Ghidorah does look great. I wish they'd given us a little bit more of other gold colors mixed in. It's just kind of the straight up. If they had something in the inside of the wings, maybe, or the lining of the wings that was a little darker or different. We do have kind of the manes are a little bit different colors, so that's great. I really appreciate that. And I do appreciate that we at least have 2 different head sculpts. Again, trying to kind of see if that middle and the far right one are different. Can't really tell. It's great we have some of the wing articulation, though, even though it's not hugely articulate. But it's nice to have some wing articulation on a Ghidorah. Price-wise, guys, Ghidorah and Hedorah, we're sitting at the $25 mark. A little bit more than the rest. All the other figures came in at 20 bucks a pop. So definitely not a super cheap set if you want the whole lot of them. Gonna set you about 20, 40, 60, 80 plus 50 bucks, $130 or so for the set. So definitely not a cheap set. Like you kind of view one figure 20 bucks. Okay, that's not too bad. But then you think, you can get some of your Bandais for 20 bucks. So definitely not an inexpensive set, but they are very cool, very fun. Guys, I'm going to grab a couple figures to scale them up against. And the first of those figures is going to be just to show you how he scales against the rest of the some of the other Super7s. This is the Target exclusive poster version, Godzilla 1954 for the American poster version. So they obviously scales fine with the rest of the Super 7s. Here's the MechaGodzilla from the Destroy All Monster set. It's the glow-in-the-dark convention exclusive version. So they do scale fairly well with the MechaGo sets as well. So if you continue to get those MechaGo sets, they will scale with your Super 7s. So that's kind of nice. These are available super7.com, Big Bad Toy Store as well. You can head on over there and pick them up, guys. Let me know in the comments, what is your favorite of the figures from this Wave 2 set, and who are you most hoping for in Wave 3? Guys, I do not know who I want most in a Wave 3. Good question. I might have to say, give me some Final Wars, guys. Give me a Monster X, give me a Kaiser Ghidorah, that could be really fun. They already gave us Jaguar. A Titanosaurus would be awesome to see. That would be cool. Or a MechaGodzilla 2 or Kiryu, another incarnation of MechaGodzilla would be awesome. So let me know who you would like to see in Wave 3 from Super 7 in these reaction figures. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for more, and we'll see you in the next one.